my name's Amanda and I'm sharing today's message of hope. Instead of sharing a whole passage, today I'm focusing on 2 verses and they're found in Psalm 25, verses 15 and 20. And I'm going to give some things that I hope that you will be able to implement and find encouraging. So starting with verse 15, my eyes are ever on the Lord, for only he will release my feet from the snare. Here King David says that his eyes are ever on the Lord, and this reminded me of the story of Jesus and Peter walking on the water. We know that the disciples are in a wild storm and they see Jesus walking towards them, and Peter says, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come." And Jesus simply says, "Come." Now at this point, Jesus could have actually calmed the wind and the waves and the crazy storm that's going on around him, but he didn't. What he wanted was for Peter to intentionally focus on Jesus. He wanted him to make that choice, that decision to focus on Jesus in the midst of everything that was going on around him. And I believe that this is what Jesus wants us to do as well. He wants us to choose in the midst of the craziness that's happening around us, for us to focus on him, not ignore what's going on, but to focus on him, so that we don't end up drowning. The second verse is verse 20, and it says, "Guard my life and rescue me. Let me not be put to shame, for I take refuge in you." King David made the Lord his refuge, his safe place, his anchor, his aid when he needed help. And we know that the Lord wants us to do this. But these things can always be easier said than done. And how can we practically do them when we're busy, when we're trying to juggle work and homeschooling, or we've lost our jobs? So I've got 2 suggestions, 2 little ideas that I'm hoping you will find encouraging that you can implement. The first one is to know the Bible, really get to know the Lord. Grab a Bible verse, write it up on your bathroom mirror or put it on your fridge, somewhere where you'll see it every day, constantly, and you'll start to memorize it. But not only memorize it, break it down. What does each little part mean? How does God want you? What is God saying to you in each little part? Research the Greek and Hebrew words for different words of definitions. That way you can start to understand it in its full complexity, and it might give you a new understanding. The second thing is to be conscious of the things that you put into yourself, the things that you watch on TV, the music that you listen to, the people that you follow on social media, the friends that you have. Are these things making you more and more depressed, or are they building you up and encouraging you? I know that when I was at my lowest, having music that reminded me of God's promises and reminded me to get up and move was really important. And holding on to God's promises with the verses that I had remembered helped me just to deflate the lies that were being spoken. So I'm going to leave you with 1 Bible verse and a list of songs. The Bible verse is Exodus 14:14. "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Have a read of that. Research some Hebrew and Greek words to understand its full definition and find out what it means for you. And just remember that he will fight for you. The second one is a list of songs and artists. Have a look at them, listen to them, add them to your playlist. I hope you found this encouraging and something that you can practically implement.